Cool guys, this is Prac 6, exercise 1. So looking at the slides, I've highlighted the important information. So the population of a city in 2017 and the annual population growth rate. That's our variables that we're going to use, and also that's what the user is going to enter. Then we have to calculate the projected population from the years 2018 until 2025. And then what we're displaying is the expected population inside a list box. Cool. Visual Studio. I've already designed my form. Okay. The normal stuff is file, new, project, so and so. Okay, so here on my form I have 1, 2, 3 labels. Okay, first label is for the population of the city in 2017. Second one is for the growth rate. Then we have 2 text boxes for the user to put to enter values into. Then we have our button, which is our event handler that we're going to code everything in, and we're displaying in our list box. Okay, remember to name your controls like this. Over here, TBT city population for that text box, the growth rate for that text box. Remember our button names, BTN calculate, and you can name your list box as well. Okay, so let's double click on the button and get inside and code. Cool. So start your comments. First thing we have to do is declare our variables. Okay. And what variables do we have? We have the city population and the growth rate. Okay. So we're going to make it of type double, because remember the rate can also be in decimal value. So double, call it city pop, and growth rate. Cool. We're also gonna need a counter to keep track of the years as we go through the loop. So I'm going to call my counter current year, and we're gonna set it to 2017. Cool. So now we have our variables. Now we have to get the input from the user. Okay, so we're going to say our variable city pop, which is city population, equals to and in there it's our text box, which is TBT city population. Cool, so that gets the city population, which is this text box here. Then the user input for that one is growth rate equals convert .2 double TBT growth rate. Cool, so that's the user input. Excuse me. Now we have to get the loop. So we're using while loop. Okay, and the condition in the while loop will be the counter. Alright, so we're going to have, basically what we're saying is while the current year, which is our counter, is not equal to 2025, then we must continue running through the loop and perform the code inside. Okay, the loop will stop when the counter reaches 2025. Okay, so it's while our condition, which is current year. Remember that's 2017 at the moment. Then we check is the current year, which is 2017, not equal to 2025. Okay, open bracket. Okay, now we have to increase the counter so that the next time it runs through, it will change to from 2017, which is what's in there right now, to 2018. Semicolon. Okay, that's increasing the counter by 1. Okay. Now we have to do the calculation for the expected population. So this is some math. We're going to store that in city population as well. So we're using the value that the user has given to us. Okay, so we have city population, which is our variable, and the calculation inside is the city population plus open close bracket the city population. Oops. Ooh, sorry. There we go. Times the growth rate, which the user has entered as well. Now remember, the growth rate needs to be in percentage value, so we divide by 100. Okay. Now this here will store whatever the calculation is based upon what values the user entered into these two text boxes. And lastly, we display the results, which is the expected population. Okay. And we do this in a list box, so it's ltb, yeah, dot items dot add. Cool. So we're going to display the current year first. So example here will be, this is 2017 right now, so that's what we're working with. So that would be the current year, which is 2017, plus some text, which is expected population. And then we can display what we've calculated, which is the city population. Okay. And that's the whole program. So if we save and run, our program run is here. So let's say 100, and let's say 5. Ooh, whoops, sorry, silly mistake, forgot to put the dot text in there. Cool, that should work. Get our input back. It's 100, say 5. Cool. As you can see, that's everything that we need to display, but can you see the decimals are quite hectic here, so we want to round them off. So there's a function that belongs to the math class, so we use math.round, okay, and we excuse me, basically we use the value that's in that variable that we're rounding off, and we can specify, if we use a comma, how many decimal points we want to round up to. Okay, so let's say we want to display 2 decimal points. Oops, what is that? What is this error? Oh, it's a bracket missing. There we go. So 100, 4. As you can see, everything's rounded up until 2 decimal points. Cool, that's the program.